Today we're getting friendly with the word success. Possibly the most overused word in motivational speaking, which means most people use it carelessly. There's 4 rounds coming up. You'll listen, repeat, read aloud, and get creative in the remix. Okay, here is the first in context. With flying colours, make the cut. 2 idioms today that both describe success, but from very different angles. To achieve something with flying colours means to succeed impressively and decisively, not just passing, but excelling beyond any doubt. It comes from naval tradition. A victorious ship returned to port with its flags flying high. And to make the cut means to reach the required standard, to be selected, retained, or included. It comes from sport, where players who don't score well enough are eliminated. The key difference with flying colours is about the quality of your success. Making the cut is about survival. Okay. Next up, repeat and listen, it's not on the screen. She passed the interview easily, not because she was lucky, but because she had prepared for every possible question. Okay, one more time, it's on the screen now. Okay, let's remix it. Let's see how that target language works. She passed the interview with flying colours, not because she was, but because she had every question, prepared for every question, sorry. Okay, I went for fortuitous and systematically. Fortuitous actually means happening by chance rather than by design. Systematically means a methodical and exhaustive and deliberate sequence. Yeah. Try again with those words. Okay, now it's your turn, 30 seconds to answer. Tell me about something you achieved with flying colours, or a time you weren't sure you'd made the cut. A professional certification I sat 3 years into my career. The pass rate was around 40%. I passed with flying colours, top 10%. What made the difference was simple. I treated it as the only thing that mattered for 3 months. I didn't multitask my preparation. Everything else was subordinated to it. That's the only shortcut that actually works. Okay. Nice. Next up, the next in context. Here we go. Taste success and overnight success. To taste success means to experience it in a way that is almost physical, sensory, immediate, professional. You don't just achieve it, you feel it. The word taste is precise. It implies something deeply registered, something that creates a hunger for more. To be called an overnight success means to appear to have the success suddenly and without prior effort. But the phrase is almost always ironic. Genuine overnight successes are vanishingly rare. What looks sudden from the outside is invariably the visible moment of years of invisible work. You'll hear both in motivational context, entrepreneurship and sport. Okay, first chance, not on the screen, just listen and repeat. It was called an overnight success by people who hadn't seen the years of work that came before it. Okay, let's try one more time now. It will be on the screen. Okay, let's mix that up. He was called an overnight success by people who hadn't the of work that underpinned it. So I went for witnessed and relentless accumulation. To witness means to be physically present and conscious of something as it unfolds. Relentless actually means the unceasing, gradual build-up of something over time. One more time with those words. Okay, it's your turn now, 30 seconds to answer. Tell me about the first time you truly tasted success, and how do you believe overnight success is real? I was 26. I just closed my first significant deal entirely on my own. The feeling wasn't euphoria, it was something quieter, a kind of confirmation, like a question I'd been carrying for years and had finally been answered. As for overnight success, I've never encountered one on closer examination. The overnight part is real, the success part is always older than it appears. Okay, next in context. Hard-won success. Hard-won success is success that came at genuine cost, in time, sacrifice, setback, and perseverance. The word won is critical. You fought for it. You earned it in the most literal sense. It's the antithesis of overnight success. Nobody is calling this luck or timing or circumstance. Hard-won success carries a particular weight that easier successes don't have, a quiet pride and unshakable ownership. So you'll hear this in professional contexts, personal interviews, and anywhere people speak honestly about what achievement actually demands. It's also the kind of success that tends to endure because the person who earns it knows exactly what was involved. Okay, listen now. There's a kind of satisfaction that only comes from earning something the hard way. Okay, let's lengthen that a little bit now and read it from the screen. Okay, we're gonna add the target language. There's a particular kind of that only comes from hard-won success, the kind you can't shortcut. I went for vindication and fabricate. Vindication, great word. means the profound satisfaction of being proved right after sustained doubt or opposition. Fabricate means to construct something artificially that has no genuine basis. Okay, try again with those words. Okay, your turn now. Talk about a success that was genuinely hard won. What did it cost and what was it worth? Was it worth it? Sorry. My first business. 5 years that cost me a relationship, social life, and more sleep than I can account for. Was it worth it? The business eventually wound down, but the version of me that came out the other side is still here, making decisions with the confidence of someone who has built something from nothing and kept going when everything argued against it. That's the real return on investment. Not the revenue, the person. Okay, good work. Here is the next in context. Success on your own terms means consciously defining what success looks like for yourself, refusing to accept an externally imposed benchmark. It's a rejection of inherited ambition. Most people spend their lives pursuing a version of success that was defined by someone else, a parent, a culture, an industry. Success on your own terms requires the considerably harder work of determining what actually matters to you and building towards that instead. To ride a wave of success means to be in a period of momentum where success is compounding, each achievement creating the conditions for the next. The wave metaphor is precise. You didn't create the conditions, but you positioned yourself to capitalize on them. Okay. Have a look at the basic sentence now and repeat it. She wasn't interested in what other people thought success looked like. She was building her own version. Let's have a look on the screen now, this time. Here it is. Okay, let's mix it up, put in the target language. She wasn't interested in anyone else's of success. She was in entirely on her own terms. Okay, I went for conception and constructing. Conception means the particular way something is understood or imagined or mentally constructed. Construct, pretty easy on this, means to build something with deliberate intention. Try with those words now. Okay, it's your turn. Really try to use ride the wave of success here. What does success on your own terms look like for you? And are you riding a wave right now or building towards one? Very different from what most people seem to want for me. Their version involves more visibility, more status, more of an external markers than make success legible. Mine is quieter. The quality of the work, the integrity of the relationship, and the freedom to choose what comes next. Those things don't photograph well, but they're what I'm actually constructing. And right now, I think I'm just starting to feel the wave. It's time for the 2-minute questions. Please answer number 1 first, 2 minutes, and then restart the timer, 2, then 3. Okay, let's look at the example answers now. First up, my first business, 5 years of hard-won progress. It cost me a relationship, a social life, and more sleep than I can account for. The business itself was in professional services. I'd identified a gap in the market and built something to fill it. And it worked. Slowly, expensively, with setbacks I didn't anticipate and problems I wasn't qualified to solve. But it worked. What it cost was everything I wasn't protecting. I wasn't protecting the relationship, I wasn't protecting my health, I wasn't protecting the business, and assuming everything else would wait. Was it worth it? The honest answer is, it was worth who it made me. The business eventually wound down, markets changed, circumstances changed, but the version of me that came out the other side is still here, still making decisions with the unshakable confidence of someone who has built something from nothing and kept going when every rational argument said stop. That's the real return on investment, not the revenue, the person. Okay, if you haven't done question 2 yet, please back up 2 minutes and give it a go now. Okay, number 2. I've never encountered one, not genuinely. Every person I know who appears to be an overnight success has, on closer examination, been accumulating quietly for years. Sometimes in entirely different fields that turned out to be the foundation for everything that followed. The skills transferred, the network transferred, the judgment transferred. The overnight part is real. The success is always older than it appears. What creates the illusion of visibility? Success becomes visible at a single moment. A launch, a deal, a performance that catches. And because we only observe the moment, we assume the moment is where it originated, but it never is. There's something genuinely reassuring about this, if you allow it to be. It means the years that don't resemble success are probably not wasted. They're probably the substrate. The question isn't whether you're succeeding yet, the question is whether you're constructing something that will. I've had periods that appeared to be nothing from the outside that I now recognize as the most consequential work I ever did. The overnight success was assembling itself. I simply couldn't perceive it yet. Great work. If you need to back up, please do so now. Question 3. Radically different from what other people seemed to want for me. The version other people have involves more visibility, more public-facing achievement, more of the external markers that make success legible and photographable. A title, a platform, a number with a currency symbol in front of it. My version is considerably quieter. It's about the quality of the work, whether what I'm producing is genuinely good, genuinely useful, whether it would survive rigorous, honest scrutiny. It's about the caliber of the relationship I'm building along the way. It's about the freedom at any given moment to choose what I do next. Those things don't perform well on social media, but they are what I'm actually optimizing for. The hardest part of constructing success on your own terms is resisting the gravitational pull of other people's definitions. Not because they're wrong for other people, but because inhabiting them when they're not yours is a particularly expensive form of failure. You acquire the thing and discover it means nothing. That's the one I'm most determined to circumvent. Boom. That's it. 4 doubled rounds today. 7 expressions. Successful session done. Thank you very much. If you have enjoyed this, please subscribe to the channel. It helps me a huge amount. If you know other people that are learning English at the moment and are at that sort of advanced C1, IELTS 7 band, then please share this. There's a share link below and you can quickly share this with the right people and that will help me a lot. Finally, give the video a like. That is also very, very helpful to me. So, that's it. We're done. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next one.